Sista, it's 2025. We are no longer waiting for other people to take our pictures for Instagram. If you are a aspiring content creator and you've always wondered how people take their own aesthetic Instagram photos in public by themselves, then this video is for you. Today I'm gonna spill the tea on what apps I use to take my own photos in public and also what equipment I use, okay? Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. My name is Zakira or Kira. If you're here, you've probably seen my how to take pictures in public video on Instagram or TikTok. So the first thing we have to talk about is the app I use to take my own photos. So I like to use the app Lens Buddy. I love this app because one, it's hands off. Okay, so you don't need like a remote to take your own pictures or to click it or anything. And also inside the app, you can customize your own settings. So you can choose how many seconds in between each photo for it to wait to take the other photo, and you can choose how many photos you wanted to take at one time. And also they have other features like flash on or flash off. It's just such a good vibe. I love Lens Buddy. Honestly, sponsor me. So now we're going to talk about my tripod because I get a lot of questions on what tripod I use. So I got my tripod off Instagram from Chanel Richie. I'll see if I can put a link below to the tripod I have exactly. I love this tripod specifically because it's over 6 feet tall, or it's about 6 feet tall, one of the two. The reason that I recommend a tripod at least 6 feet tall is so that you can get different angles. The top piece swivels, so it also helps for different angles. So now we have to talk about how I find good locations to film. So I live in LA. I like to do sometimes is go on TikTok and type in photo shoot locations or photo shoot spots in Los Angeles. You would obviously put in your own city. And then if I find locations that I like, I obviously just save the video. Another good way is if you're ever just in public, just I don't know, spending time with family, hanging out, whatever, you're not necessarily taking your own photos that day. But say you happen to see a cute photo op that you might want to come back to, you can take a picture of whatever you're seeing. And then once you save it to your camera roll, you can pull up the settings and the information so that you refer back to it later. And then another option, I don't really use this one quite as much, but it is an option, Instagram location tags. On Instagram, you can just search up like photo shoot locations, kind of like TikTok in a way, and a bunch of stuff will pop up for good locations in your own city. Just a little extra tip, I always like to match my locations to my outfit. So as you guys know, I wear a lot of like edgy kind of outfits. Like I like a lot of grunge edginess. I wear black, like stuff like that. If I'm wearing an outfit like that, I usually opt for like a parking lot or something with like more of an edgy background or maybe like a street vibe. If you're wearing like a floral dress in the middle of the spring, you probably wouldn't opt for a parking lot. You'd probably go to like a garden or a park. I think this is a really good way to help heighten the aesthetic of the photos when like the location and your outfit matches. Okay. Now we need to get into the times I like to take my own photos because it really does depend. So again, if I'm like taking pics at like the parking lot of a mall or something, I am not going to do it in the middle of the day on a Saturday. Too many people, too much foot traffic. I would choose for like the morning time, especially during the week. I know some of you or a lot of you guys probably work. If you're not able to film during the week or if you're not able to go out and take your pictures during the week, I definitely recommend filming earlier in the morning where there's not as much people. Okay, now you've taken your own cute pics and you're ready to upload them, but wait, sister, you have to edit. Okay, editing is a very important part of the whole vibe. Okay, editing can take a picture from like 10 to 100. So a couple of my favorite photo apps are Facetune and Visco. I like Facetune to bring out like details, or like say I'm in a parking lot and the background looks a little yellow, you can kind of enhance the background and make it a little bit more white and balanced out versus yellow. I also like Facetune for bringing out details, whether it's like my jewelry or maybe rhinestones on a belt or a bag, whatever. You can also use it to enhance the makeup you're already wearing, but don't go too crazy, okay? We don't want you to look like a whole different person. This app though, you guys, is not free. I think I pay like $80 a year. I don't know if they have a monthly subscription, but honestly, if you are a aspiring content creator or influencer, it is definitely worth it. As far as the other app, Visco, it is free. They do have in-app purchases, but I just use the free ones. That one's mostly just for like filters, or if you want to heighten the saturation or the warmth. So the thing with filters is I like to keep my photos looking as natural as possible. So even if I have a filter on my photos, you would never know, because I feel like once you start playing around with filters a little too much, it does not look relatable anymore and it starts to look a little like, I don't know if commercial is the word, maybe not commercial, but it just doesn't look relatable anymore. And I feel like one of the main reasons why people thrive on Instagram or just any app in general is because their content is relatable. Like it's still really good, but there's also that relatability aspect that's really important. One thing that really helped me when I started first taking my own Instagram photos was going on Pinterest and typing in something like Instagram poses for stairwells, Instagram poses for stairwells, or Instagram parking lot poses, or Instagram something that's like specific to the kind of location or environment that you're going to be in. And then you can screenshot it and then literally copy that post. And another thing, y'all, oh, I'm really giving away all the game. Okay. What I like to do also is practice my poses in the mirror beforehand because it makes you feel a little less awkward and you already know, like, you have a better idea of what your photos are going to look like when you practice in the mirror beforehand. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is not caring about what people think. Here's the thing, I said it in my video, I'll say it again. When you realize most people don't like themselves, you care less about what people think of you. So if you're in public taking your own photos and you see people staring, oh well. And funny enough, someone recently commented on my TikTok and they were like, they said something along the lines of like, sometimes people stare because they think you look good, which is so true. And also, y'all, it's 2025. Okay, we got shit to do. If you staring, oh well. Okay, if you like my outfit, thank you. If you don't, oh well. Okay, I feel like I spilled a lot of tea. I don't want this video to be too long. And let me know down below which tip that you feel like is most helpful. I can't wait to see you guys thrive on Instagram because y'all are already bad bitches, okay? If you don't already follow me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you do that. I'm very excited to grow with you guys and create a community here on YouTube. Oh, I'm so excited. This is only my second video, y'all, so make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know your thoughts down below.